one of the things I get asked most of all, well, two things actually. One is it possible to make money from YouTube, from having videos on there? And the second question, usually asked immediately afterwards, and the question people really want to know is how much. And it's all very well me to sit and say you can do this, you can do this, you can do that. There's actually several websites that show the approximate earnings, the estimated earnings. You can't get it exact, but you can get a ballpark figure. And I think it's probably fair to say that if you take an average, a middle of the figures that are quoted, you'll get a good idea of what a channel's making. So the site I recommend, it's just been redesigned, it's great, I've just got to find my way around it, is socialblade.com, and a good title when you go in showing people socially what you're earning there, and has loads of details. Now I'm looking at a channel here which is called Cute Girl Hairstyles. Okay, great name, and this is showing some recent stats, and we can see from that this channel, here's some dates, 3,500 subscribers added that day, 300,000 views that day, total number of views in total, and their earnings here, these are shown in euros. US dollars, if you're interested, is about 1.3 times that, so we're looking at in a dollar range between about $150 and $2,000, and that's for the day. Yes, this is a channel where a mother, a work from home mum, did a couple of videos for friends showing how she did her daughter's hair, and that's just taken off. They make a film about once a week now, and by most accounts are making about $1 million. The husband, the father of the family of I think it's 6 now, has packed in his normal job and helps hold the camera. If you're making $1 million a year, you probably would do the same, wouldn't you? So nice looking family, nice little niche there. Other people have copied various things, but you get some idea of what they've done. You get some daily averages here, and this is in US dollars over the year. They're 45 to $500,000. It varies across. In the second half of the year we're looking at here, they did particularly better, and you can see there, if we look, the number of subscribers a day, and this green is the number of users a day. We can, up on the left here, to remind you, this is socialblade.com, get some idea of their earnings again in euros. That covers over the last year, and I say it's well believed that the last half of this year they got a lot more. Do get some adverts in. Look at their subscribers growing, and you can see that's going up. Some days it doesn't show, it doesn't actually show up every day, but you can see that. You can see future projections, what stage of the growth, so algorithmically when are they going to hit 400 million views, 500 and so on. Similar channels, recent videos. But if we go into monthly statistics, we can see here over the this is a period December 21 to January 19, 2013, 2014. Again, you get some idea of what they're doing. Let's look at one particular person who you may not know. This guy is currently getting about 8 subscribers a second. A Swedish guy, and all he does, he talks a bit to the camera and just shows people how he plays video games. Sits at his home in Malmö, I think, in Sweden, and you can see this guy is making somewhere between, oh, you've fallen off your chair, yes, 1.2 million and 13 million yearly earnings. Remember, that's euros, so that's round figures 1.5 to 20 million euros, and that is, I'll just show the channel name again, PewDiePie. My Swedish isn't very good, so I don't know how that's pronounced, but that gives you some sort of an idea. He's graded A++. He's the second most subscribed channel in the world. YouTube's own channel for YouTube is the highest, and so on. And I suppose the things you want to see, you're probably going to go and rush that now, but let's just see what my particular channel, one I've been showing you on this course, shows. And I only get a grade B, but I'm working on it. 36,000 people have more subscribers than me. If you think of the billions of accounts, that's actually quite good. It's only 20,000 people have more videos than me. My views in the last 30 days as I made this film was just under 1 million. It's down a little bit. Subscribers are up 3 times because of the changes that I made, so I was getting a lot more subscribers coming in. That's a very impressive figure. You've got some earnings there. As I say, you can generally approve somewhere in between those. You can see that I'm there with full screen, and if I scroll down, this is covering a month's period, and you can see the view per day. And again, some of those days are missing. It's just the way this system works, and you can see some daily earnings there. So if it misses a day, then you can assume the next day it covers the 2 days. So that period there covers 2 days. That gives you some idea of what's on there. Shows the latest films. You can track subscriber growth. Again, the channel there, how many subscribers over a period, how that's growing each day, and you can see it ranges, as you've seen from other films, from sort of 300 down to a few. They can look at, or you can look, and remember, anybody can look at this. You just need the YouTube username in there, and we get some idea of where we are at the moment. So the time you see this, hopefully that will have increased considerably, but they're saying you look over the next 6 months, 9 months, next few years, and so on. Monthly statistics, you can see what we're doing on a month-to-month basis, and earnings and so on. And if we scroll down, we can see an idea of average earnings over the year. Be somewhere between that figure, and I can assure you, yes, that is correct. And the averages here are, well, obviously an average is an average over a year, but it does vary. But these figures are about right. So that's socialblade.com, an amazing site. There's absolutely tons of information on this site. You got situations, see who's had the most unsubscribers today, who's had the most lost views. This tends to be, and I must stress, not always the case, but where people have put copyrighted films or whatever up and they suddenly lost the channel or lost the views. You can see which films have been most viewed. Quick look at that, and you can see some of these figures here. So Machinima, 10 million subscribers, 4.7 billion video views, and of course we can take that name, I'll probably type that in actually. We can go here, if I type it right and search that one, and that'll give us some idea of 8++ 13th best, and somewhere between $300,000 and $3 million a year on that channel. And you can see the 4.7 billion. So it gives you an idea of all the various things that can be done. You can check who's got the most subscribers, and I mentioned PewDiePie. At the time of this recording, it's 20.7 million. That is, I say, going up by, I think it's 8 every second, so you're going through about 1 million every 3 weeks, and every month it's getting less and less. And YouTube themselves, he's beaten them there. He's actually got more subscribers at the moment. Smosh, you may know. Rihanna, you may know. Jenna Marbles, you may know. Now, some of these people in the top 10 are quite famous film stars, but others are just, say, ordinary people. I mean that in the nicest possible way, Jenna. But for somebody who's making between 124,000 and 1.5 million euros again, so 150,000 to around 2 million US dollars, you get some idea of the money that channel's making every day. So always take very roughly a middling figure of these will be a pretty accurate thing. You've got YouTube, Twitch, and there's various other tools and things there you can look at. Most subscribed, look at the top 100 networks and the top 10 YouTubers. Socialblade.com is hours of fun, if only because you can see what people are making, see what people are doing, go in and look at their tags, look at their descriptions, look at what they're doing. I do this all the time. I try and get the best of everybody, and just because somebody's top in the earnings, they're not necessarily following all the things that I've shown you, and I've made some massive changes in the last month. You've seen those in this course, and even these people can make a lot more money very easily. Socialblade.com, save that in your bookmarks.